Hello everyone, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts and Colossal Fossils. This is a Prehistoric Facts special episode number 155. We're going to be talking about a predatory dinosaur today, and that predatory dinosaur is Concavenator. And so this is a size chart of Concavenator, and it's a possibility of what it could possibly look like. So some information about Concavenator. The name Concavenator is Suensa. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Suensa, a hunter with hump, and length is 19 feet, or otherwise 5.8 meters. Height 6 feet, 1.8 meters. Weight 2 to 3 tons, 4,000 to 6,000 pounds. Lived 130 to 125.5 million years ago in the early Cretaceous period, and was found in Spain, and it was described by a paleontologist named Ortega in 2010. And so here's some other things here from Concavenator. Now, I'm sorry about this map of Europe here. It's a little blurry, so I guess I actually got a picture that was really too small to actually be put in here, but what are you going to do? But anyway, Spain is actually the country that is actually highlighted in yellow in the western part of Europe. And so that's where Concavenator is found. In the size chart again, you kind of see a silhouette of a dog compared to Concavenator. And here's an illustration of the skeleton and what was found of the skeleton of Concavenator. And so Concavenator, based on this illustration, it looks like it's over 85% complete, which is remarkable. To think about here is that it's a very nearly well complete skeleton. You got the entire arm, you got the rib cage, the neck, vertebrae, back vertebrae, the legs. So the tail is not complete, and also the lower jaw is not complete. And it looks like there's some teeth missing too, but that happens sometimes with some predatory dinosaur fossils. So for more information about Concavenator, what it is a Carcharodontosauridae, but it's a basal Carcharodontosauridae, meaning it's a primitive form of the Carcharodontosauridae. And it's a medium-sized theropod dinosaur, a meat-eating dinosaur, and the characteristics of a Carcharodontosaur, it's got a large skull, and it's got those claws with those arms with those claws on it, with 3 fingers, of course. And the difference between Carcharodontosaurids and Concavenator is that, based on that Concavenator is a primitive form of a Carcharodontosauridae, is that it's got a hump or a sail near the hips, and some scientists believe that the sail is not fully complete. It could actually be is that there's some spines missing right towards the hips, but we don't know that. There could actually be the case that it just might be a small little bit of a hump on its right near the hips. And that's the most distinguishing feature of Concavenator, is that it's a weird-looking dinosaur, but it's still a cool dinosaur nonetheless. So the environment in Concavenator actually lived in, it was warm and humid. There was a bunch of trees, ferns, cycads, and some of the first flowers. So flowers were starting to actually become part of the earth at that point in time, and so they were the plants that were actually starting to take a foothold onto the surface of the earth. And of course, there's a bunch of rivers and lakes, and of course, around that time, there was a bunch of animals too. So you got insects, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals, pterosaurs, and of course, other dinosaurs, and that's pretty much what you're going to get in Spain around the early Cretaceous period. So its prey is actually going to be some juvenile sauropods. So these are probably going to be sauropods that are kind of almost like the precursor to the titanosaurs. So that's pretty much what you're going to get. And that's how you're actually going to see some of the early forms of the titanosaurs. And of course, you got some iguanodontids that were actually around at that time too. And the iguanodontids were starting to dominate in the early Cretaceous period. So you're actually starting to see a huge slew of herds of iguanodontids. And I think that's probably the #1 prey source for Concavenator, is that it's going to be going after iguanodontids. So the extinction of Concavenator, it's mostly going to be due to climate change. And one of the things that was actually happening is that the sea levels were beginning to rise. In Europe, when the sea levels were beginning to rise, Europe was starting to become more like scattered islands. And Spain was actually ultimately becoming an island. And that is the one thing that you're actually going to see in pictures of say, like 110 million years ago in the Cretaceous period, or even 100 million years ago in the Cretaceous period, is that you're seeing some uh, countries in Europe actually kind of being like islands, or even the entire continent of Europe becoming an island, becoming a bunch of scattered islands. And of course, another thing that actually happened when the sea levels rose is that the prey disappeared. And so once your prey has disappeared, it pretty much is just not a really good thing for Concavenator and other types of predators that actually preyed on those types of prey that Concavenator actually would be hunting down. Now, this is the best version I can find around, say, 125 million years ago, but you can kind of see after 125 million years ago, Europe right there, which is kind of pretty close to North America, is starting to become scattered islands. And so Spain would actually be this small little island that is actually the southernmost island of Europe right there. And that would be the case, is that the sea levels were rising, and that is the case for Concavenator becoming extinct. Then the next episode will be on June 19th, 2020, and there'll be an extra episode, and I'll let you guys know what kind of paleontology topic I'll be doing for an extra episode. So stay tuned for that. It will probably still be a PowerPoint presentation, so just so you guys know. But if you got any questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinocris71@gmail.com, or just go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts of Dino Chris. Like the page. You actually post your questions in the comments section. And for you YouTubers out there, feel free to like every video, subscribe to the channel, and also share the videos too, because I would love to see some more subscribers too. Let's hit 300 subscribers, so that way that helps me out to continue to keep doing these videos. And also from my analytics, a lot of you are not subscribed yet, so make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, so that way you can get notified about each video I post every single week. So you can actually check that out, so that way you can check out every single video. And also put your questions in the comments section, and let me know what paleontology topic that you guys want me to do for an extra episode. So feel free to do that, all you YouTubers out there. And remember, keep your questions short and to the point. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. It's my Twitter page. I'll post pretty cool stuff on there. Also, take care of the people around you. Notice for your younger people out there to make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you can have for good education. It's very important to have a good education. With a good education, you get a good job in the future. And I know in times like these, I would say we all need to love each other. Let's give everybody some love, and hopefully that you guys actually show love to your neighbors, your family, your friends, because it's the most important thing in this world is that we need love. We don't need any hates. We don't need any discrimination. That is we need some love, and love beats hate. Show some love, and also let's thank all those doctors, nurses, and those EMTs that actually help out in this kind of pandemic, and that they need love as well. And so they are trying to keep everybody around the world healthy, and that is really, really important. Is that we need to make sure that everybody stays healthy. And so hopefully all of you are staying healthy. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.